Because we don't say that to every European country.
No, in fact we've done a lot of videos for a lot of countries. I don't think we've ever mentioned. Welcome to the Drunken Bear!
Hello Bear Squad!
Hi Bear Squad!
We visited Tallinn this winter and we loved it!
It was so amazing. We love Tallinn, we love you guys, we love Estonians. So first of all, we got to say a big thank you to everyone who watched our Tallinn series. It was just such a fun time for us exploring that wonderful city.
The biggest shock of actually this video is you guys. It's been amazing that you guys been supporting us and sent lovely messages, and you guys can do a personal guide tour in Estonia. Oh, we were like, oh, we should be in Tallinn now.
Yeah, we wish we were back in Tallinn, but we definitely want to go back soon because we've got a huge list, thanks to you guys, of places to visit, and not just Tallinn itself, but also just all around Estonia. We really want to get to Tartu and all these other beautiful looking cities, so that is definitely on our future plans.
So without further ado, let's start this video. So the first thing is no key for a door.
Yeah, we're not sure if that was just like our apartment thing, but we noticed that actually our whole block of apartments was all keypad, which was surprising to me because as an Australian, that literally does not exist. I don't think anyone has a keypad entry as far as I know. Whereas when I visited Seoul in South Korea, everyone has a keypad system. So I'm wondering in Estonia, is it all like that? But that's definitely something that shocked me, is that it was keypad entry into our apartment, which is so handy because you don't need to have keys in your pockets and you don't have to worry about losing them. It's great.
And the next one is, it's still shocking for me, that is like cake with a fish on top. Is it a sweet or savory food? I'm not sure what exactly it is, but it seems very popular. Whenever we go to any supermarket in Tallinn, we saw like an aisle with
just cake, seafood
with,
cake.
Yeah, with seafood, like either some fish or
prawn.
It had like a whipping cream.
So we never tried it. We should have tried it, but a bit too scared to try it. It looked a bit intense. So yeah, that's one thing that shocked us about the food wise was that kind of seafood cake.
Yeah, and let me know if it tastes good because we'd love to try it.
We should have tried it.
Yeah, it's like a don't judge a book by its cover. So yeah, I wouldn't judge it yet, but from the superficial side of it, it looks very foreign to me anyway.
While we're on the topic of food and supermarkets and those kind of things, yeah, the supermarkets were quite interesting. We noticed one of the ones had like a scanner, and we have I've never seen anything like it in Australia personally. Like we have the self-serve checkouts, but we don't have that scanner system where you see heaps of different scanners. And I can only assume that you scan your own stuff as you go. I'm not too sure. I never really saw many people using it, but yeah, it was pretty high-tech supermarkets there in Estonia.
The next thing is Estonians are able to speak several languages. Which is really amazing, I find, and yeah, I highly respect that. Estonians seem to be able to speak Russian, Estonian of course, and English. Just 3 languages straight.
So definitely it seems like almost every Estonian is at least bilingual, if not like 3 or 4, so pretty cool. And also the thing was that their English was just so advanced as well. Someone who speaks English while overseas, it's really handy, to be honest. I mean, we tried to speak some Estonian words, and you can see it in the video that where we tried to learn Estonian language. Asking for help or ordering a coffee, everything is just so much easier, so it's really handy.
Yeah. After the trip in Tallinn, we moved to Sweden. And I always pictured that Sweden will be so freezing in winter. I mean, in winter, many countries are really, really cold, including Korea. It can drop to like -20. But for some reason, I always thought Sweden will be really, really cold. But actually,
Estonia was colder.
Estonia was colder than Sweden.
Yeah, I always saw Sweden as just like the ultra cold country, I guess because it's so far north. But obviously it could be like just coincidence, like just depends the time that you go. You can have like a week that's just abnormally cold, a week that's abnormally hot. But just for us, it was kind of interesting that Estonia was colder and then we left further into winter and Sweden was warmer. So that was something that shocked us a bit.
After releasing our Estonian series on our YouTube, we've noticed that we talked about the weather so much. Oh, it's so cold, it's freezing. We don't actually remember that how much we've said, you know, about the weather.
That's true.
You guys were really lovely saying, oh, you should have worn gloves, you know, you should have worn beanie or any hat, and
we were just so underdressed. It was silly. It was completely our fault. In fact, that's maybe one of the reasons why Estonia felt a bit colder, because once we got to Sweden, we had the beanie, we had the scarf. So because in Melbourne in Australia it can get quite cold in winter, but to be honest, the beanie, the scarves, it's more fashion really. It's actually more for fashion, not really for necessity. It's never that cold. So the thought of just having a beanie, a scarf, for one, also our luggage is, we've got a limit on it and we almost push that limit every time. So buying any little item of clothing more is like tough to get it into under limit when we go traveling. So that was one of the reasons we try not to have so much stuff, but really it's something we needed.
So anyone who plans to go to Estonia in winter, please bring your hat and gloves. That's just a must.
Don't be silly like us.
Yeah, it's really cold.
Another thing we realized while in Estonia and Tallinn, that there wasn't many American franchises around. Of course, Hesburger was kind of bigger than McDonald's. I think I only saw one McDonald's there. Starbucks, I'm not sure if I saw any. I don't think there was any Starbucks, and there was a lot of caffeine. Yeah, there was not a lot of American franchises there, which I kind of liked, because when you travel to a city, it can be a bit frustrating when you go into the old town or the city centre and it's just all the same stores, your KFCs, your Burger Kings, Starbucks. So it kind of becomes, you know, not like you're getting the most out of travel.
And the thing is, a lot of countries in Europe we've been, they had maybe not much American franchises, but they had some British influence. So some countries like Poland, or even in Latvia we saw Costa. Costa is a coffee franchise from Britain. Or like a German supermarkets like Lidl or Aldi, those supermarkets. But yeah, what makes Baltic countries so unique is the fact that they have their own supermarket,
their own franchises.
They have their own coffee franchise.
That's so true.
Like that's why I was really happy to be honest to being there. Like I felt, you know, that's the one thing you want to feel like when you go overseas. Something exotic, something different. You don't want to see something
the same.
The same. They have a lot of Finnish influence, I think. I definitely felt that. I've met the most Finnish people
we've ever met.
And they were somehow always drunk.
They were always drinking.
Always drunk. Very friendly.
It was obviously a coincidence.
Coincidentally,
party animals.
The people we've met, they were very friendly, but always drunk. In Estonia. By coming to Estonia, made us more intrigued of Finland and Finnish.
And maybe there's a bit of a similar culture there between Helsinki and Tallinn.
And I heard the Estonian language is very similar to Finnish. Like, yeah, a lot of Finnish culture there. Like, it was really strange but interesting. It's kind of funny. Yesterday we entered a random bookstore in these cities. Belgrade and we found a book like Explore Scandinavia.
It was really interesting because they had the countries listed: Sweden, Finland, Norway, Denmark, and then suddenly Tallinn. So they didn't have Estonia, they just had the city Tallinn. So all the countries and then the city Tallinn, which I found very interesting.
I was a bit confused. I'm not sure if whole Estonia is a part of Scandinavia or just Tallinn is a part of Scandinavia. I'm not sure. You guys can let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments down below. Is Estonia considered Scandinavian or is it just the city of Tallinn? Another one that's kind of funny, and you might not agree with us on this one, but Estonian people were pretty stylish and pretty good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw Estonian girls.
Yeah.
But for me, I only look at Estonian guys.
Yeah.
So,
and
we
good
both
looking.
thought they're good looking.
Yeah.
So obviously,
all of them.
All of them. I really thought they are quite stylish.
And they care about fashion a lot, which, especially when you go to a place in winter, it can be hard to see complete fashion because a lot of the time it's just full-on puffer jackets or something like that. You can kind of get your fashion hidden a bit, but Estonia really had their fashion on display.
Yeah, like even in terms of girls, like they had colored hair many times, you know.
There's kind of a bit of a hipster vibe happening there, hipster fashion.
And
something a bit different.
Some guys were really good looking, like the typical good looking, you know, blonde hair, blue eyes, like that kind of good looking. Because we don't say that to every European country.
No, in fact we've done a lot of videos for a lot of countries. I don't think we've ever mentioned if a country is good looking or not.
I mean, yeah, I'm really honest in terms of looks. And if I don't think the person is good looking, I'll say, oh, the person looks kind. Yeah, the person looks really friendly. Yeah. But no, Estonians were good looking. Yeah.
The last thing we're going to talk about is another funny one, and it's just the love of black bread, of just that dark bread that you guys have over in Estonia. And so that was something, I mean, it's something important to us because we both love bread. It's one of our favorite things. Just whenever we go to a country, straight away to the bread section of the supermarket. And we were lucky when we went to the bread section in Estonia, just full of this dark kind of really delicious bread. It was very kind of just a lot of flavor. It's not like, it wasn't just like the white sliced bread which we get in Australia, which has just got zero flavor. It's just to put a topping on. Whereas the bread in Estonia, you could just have it just like that. And it's just delicious. You don't even need to put anything on it. It's so yummy. Even
in the Estonian airport, I saw that like black bread with package. So obviously some people bring them to their homes as a kind of souvenirs. And I've never seen that, like bread can be souvenirs.
Yeah,
it's true. It's like the most famous one.
Actually, just quickly on that, the airport was probably my favorite small airport I've ever gone to, by far. Tallinn.
That's good.
They had like themed areas in the airport. I loved it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we could keep going on, but this has been kind of our culture shocks of what we experienced in Estonia. So we hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And we absolutely love traveling through Estonia. We can't wait to get back in the summertime. And that's it for today.
Yeah, thank you so much for our Estonian series. If there's anyone who hasn't seen our videos in Estonia, please go check out now and click the subscribe button if you really enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.
Bye guys!